covering 19 counties in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WPRE Eyewitness News at 6.
A shakeup at the Luzerne County Courthouse. Sheriff Michael Savokinas has resigned. It's our lead story in Eyewitness News at 6. Good evening. I'm Drew Spire.
And I'm Candace Kelly. Savokinas has been in office for about 2 years now. His term was marked by controversy. Our lead I-Team investigator, Andy Mahalchik, is live at the Luzerne County Courthouse with more. Good evening, Andy.
Hi, Candace. Hi, Drew. Basically, Sheriff Michael Savokinas says he's tired of being a target of a witch hunt, having his integrity questioned, and basically saying his name was being dragged through the mud by the county commissioners and the news media. Let me show you some video of Michael Savokinas, the sheriff, now the former sheriff. His resignation takes effect as of 4 o'clock this afternoon. The I-Team did confirm late today that Sheriff Savokinas sent a letter to the governor saying he would resign as of today for numerous personal reasons. Now, of course, the I-Team has covered him at length in several weeks, including a time card controversy and drugs found in 2 of his cruisers. Both stories, he says, basically were blown out of proportion. He says, again, he's the target of a witch hunt. He's had enough, and he's going to step down. He says he's become a distraction in his own office. Again, Sheriff Michael Savokinas of Luzerne County had resigned as of 4 o'clock today. Again, this story will still unfold in the days and weeks ahead. Also today, the federal grand jury sitting in Scranton charged another Luzerne County official. Jerry Bonner is accused of taking a bribe to steer a contract within the Luzerne County Housing Authority. Investigators say that that business paid the bribe because he had to pay to play. Bonner was indicted by a federal grand jury on Tuesday. He is accused of taking money to make sure that certain contracts are awarded to a yet unnamed business. He is one of 5 board members who decide who gets housing authority contracts and how authority money is spent. According to federal investigators, the yet unnamed business owner passed that cash, less than $5,000, on to Bonner. Bonner then gave that money to another yet unnamed authority member. That money was to reward the two for past business contracts and to help ensure future business contracts with that company. Officials at the Housing Authority had no comment, saying they were reviewing the indictment. Bonner is also an elected Luzerne County jury commissioner. He is one of 2 people who oversee the jury selection. He makes sure there are enough people to fill the needs of the court. President Judge Chester issued this statement. In part, it reads, "The court shall ensure that Mr. Bonner refrains from any participation in any jury selection matters." As word of Bonner's indictment spread, people again were talking.
I'm getting more and more used to it. It seems like every day there's another one. So I just wish we get to the bottom already.
Oh, there's more than that to come. This place has been crooked for. If you didn't know the right people and stuff, you never got no place. You never got no place.
And we must make it clear that Bonner is not accused of any wrongdoing in his job here at the courthouse again. And the court, namely Chester Morosky, the president judge, has no jurisdiction over Bonner since it's an elected position. He's up for re-election in November. That job, by the way, pays $10,000 a year. Now, he went to Bonner's house today, a mountaintop. We knocked at the door, and nobody answered. Also today, the I-Team has confirmed that one of the money men in the Kids for Cash scheme involving 2 former judges has his law license suspended by the Supreme Court. Let me show you who we're talking about. It's Torts Attorney Robert Powell of Butler Township, that's near Hazleton. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court suspended the license on Monday. Now, Powell admits to paying some $700,000 to 2 disgraced judges, Mark Chivarella and Michael Conahan, to make sure, in his words, juveniles were sent to a detention facility in which Powell was part owner. Now, you have to point out the judges have since withdrawn their guilty pleas. That withdrawal case is still on the table. Again, lots of breaking news. This investigation ongoing, much more in the days ahead for sure. For now, at the Luzerne County Courthouse, Andy Mahalchik, Eyewitness News. Drew and Candace, back to you.
Thank you, Andy. And today's indictment is just the latest in a long line of charges filed in the massive corruption scandal. The first came back in January of 2009. Now former judges Michael Conahan and Mark Chivarella were arrested. Also charged in January was former court administrator William Sharkey and Sandy Brullo from the probation office. Both of them pleaded guilty.
Wilkes-Barre School Board member Brian Dunn was charged in April. The following month, Wilkes-Barre School Board President James Height and Pittston Area School District Superintendent Dr. Dr. Ross Garantino were also charged. They both pleaded guilty.
In June, attorney Robert Powell was charged. In August, Karen Hawley of the Wyoming Valley Sanitary Authority was charged with stealing. Pittston Area School Board member Joseph Oliveri and real estate businessman Robert Miracle were also charged. The indictment of Gerald Bonner today brings the total to 12.